Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. And we are, of course, pleased to be joined by, once again, Charlie Krall of the ARCA Menards series to preview this upcoming ARCA Menards series East race at Southern National. How's it going?
It's going well, Casey. How are you, man?
Doing good. Before we get to that, we turned left and right at Sonoma and Mid-Ohio. Of course, you know, Ty Gibbs is Ty Gibbs, and he does what he does. And then, Chase Briscoe, for the first time at Sonoma, really put on a show over in wine country.
He was walking the dog on him, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he looked like he kind of had things all under control. Not a lot of pressure on him at all throughout the course of that race. But obviously, he was there really just to get some recon for the next day. The Cup race the next day, but it was good to have Chase back with us. Obviously our 2016 national champion, and just a great guy. We love anytime Chase is in our garage area, and the fact he was there with a race car, all the better. So, it was a fun weekend. That Mid-Ohio race was just another Ty Gibbs benefit run. It sure seemed. He is on a historic streak, I think. So. Well, I'm going to have to do some research today to see when the last time someone won 5 consecutive races. He's that good. So, it's fun to watch. I got to chat with him for a little bit on Friday, and I told him, I said, man, it is so fun watching you do what you do. I know it's frustrating for everybody else, but it is. It's fun to watch a driver compete at that level and be as strong as he is, and it's great. I'm really pleased with that race at Sonoma, that so many of the regulars had really, really strong days. A guy like Jake Drew was winning the pole in qualifying, and Todd Souza having an awesome day and coming away with the points lead. And how about PJ Pedroncelli, staying out of trouble all day long, coming home third. Just lots of great stories out there. And my buddy Dean Thompson, Dean had a great day, almost got Souza there on that last lap for 5th, and he finished 6th. Just great to see all those wonderful stories out there. And I'm looking forward to the rest of the West season. We still have, 9 races yet to go, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yep, next West race for these guys will be July 4th weekend at Irwindale. So for the first of 2 times this year. So excited to go to Irwindale twice this year. So always a fun stuff here. But we got the ARCA East series. This is the last standalone ARCA East race of the year at Southern National. A new track to you guys. How excited are you to go to Southern National for the very first time?
I'm pretty excited about it, Casey. It's a wonderful little facility. I first remember watching ASA races there back in the mid 1990s, and I'm excited that this platform of car is finally going to get there. Haven't seen the entry list yet, but I understand we're going to have some non-regulars in the field there, and that's going to be great. I think that's it's going to be a good show. It's a tight little half mile. It's lots of steep banking, long straightaways. My favorite type of racetrack. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be an exciting show, and it's live on Track Pass Saturday night at 8:00. So we look forward to having you. If you can't go to the racetrack and sit in the stands, we look forward to having you watching us Saturday night.
For sure, we'll be on the call for that one. So there was, we did, Ron Drager did mention this in his press conference last week. We could see some one-off drivers who typically aren't in this series, but there was some news today. GMS Racing announcing that Daniel Dye will be in the 21 car this week for this race and some select ARCA races throughout the season. We all know about Daniel Dye and what he's been doing. And of course, with his well-known cause, with the Race to Stop Suicide, of course, a very, very important cause. What's it like to have Daniel in the GMS stable? What has he done for this series?
Excuse me. First and foremost, Daniel's a quality guy. He is just a wonderful young man and a decent. You know what? I'm going to take that back. He's not a decent race car driver. He's an excellent race car driver, and we're really happy to have him as a part of the ARCA Menards Series East, and I'm looking forward to this pairing. Obviously, Jack Wood has taken over one of the trucks over there at GMS, and that's fantastic for him. That's exactly what this series is here for, is to give those drivers, the opportunity to move into something else, and Jack's doing it. That's great. It's great to keep GMS active in the series. I would really like to find a way to keep Ben Kennedy Racing in with us as well. That's a team that we would really like to have racing with us. So we'll let that kind of sort itself out. But yeah, I'm excited for Daniel. It's a great opportunity. He was already in really good stuff, so it's a good opportunity, and we'll see what happens this weekend. He's been knocking on the door all season long, so we'll see if he can finally put it together here this weekend.
He has. And of course, Dan and Di, of course, not done with Ben Kennedy Racing. Of course, he'll be still running in the late model program that they have going on. So, yeah, so that's going to be good for that. But, and the ARCA East Series, all the talk this year has been about one driver. And, he drives the same car as Ty Gibbs, but it's not Ty Gibbs in the car. It's Sammy Smith. Of course, from last year, he was spent all those years with KBM in their late model program. And, Sammy's been very, very good to watch, and we'll get to see him coming up in the main ARCA series in the next few months.
Again, talk about a fine young man. Sammy is a good dude. He's really been able to show his talent here the past couple of weeks and the past couple of races. I'm going to be very interested to see how he does in those combination races at Iowa, Milwaukee, and Bristol. Obviously, bringing everybody together steps competition level up a little bit, but I think he's going to fit right in there and still contend for some top fives.
Yeah. And of course, there's another driver that's kind of been impressing so far. It's that Visconti team that Mason Diaz is driving for. How impressed are you with the 74 guys this year?
John and Marie Visconti have been around a long time. They've been longtime supporters of the East Series, and just a wonderful family-owned team. And they had a rough year last year with some driver situations that their frustration level was pegged pretty early in the season, and to have them running up at the front of the field is good to see. They've won a race previously with Brandon McReynolds driving up at Loudon. It's a tough year this year to win a race. To beat Joe Gibbs Racing is going to be pretty tough. To beat GMS is going to be tough. But Mason has proven he is able to run up near the front. He's finished second a couple of times. He's going to need to find that missing link to get up there and compete with the 18 car. But they're working hard. They're posting pictures all the time of what's going on in their race shop. They're working hard, and it's going to be good to see them finally get that trip to victory lane this year if they can make it happen.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, we're gonna see quite the show when we go to
quite the show, Casey.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna get to see Southern National, but later on this year, it's gonna be a triple point weekend for these Iowa, Milwaukee, and where these guys got the main ARCA points. You got the ARCA East points for the East drivers and for everybody else, and then you also have Suchi points. Right. It's a triple point weekend.
Triple point weekend, baby.
It's it's gonna be fun to watch those, and then the main ARCA series is off for a few more weeks, and
the ARCA Menard series is off this weekend, and everyone is off the weekend after that.
Yeah,
and then we go to Pocono on June 25th, and then that starts a pretty solid run of back-to-back weeks for West as well. So we're going to get into the heat of the summer here, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's going to be a busy weekend for you. I mean, there's there are days where we're going to run. I think there's one day where there's a main ARCA race and a West race on the same night. Yep. And then there's like 3 consecutive days where we're racing ARCA, the main ARCA series, ARCA West, and the main ARCA series. So that's going to be
tell you something right now. I'm going to be involved in all 3 of those races in August. Michigan, Irwindale, and Springfield. I'm not going to tell you how I'm doing it, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be fun. I'm going to be involved in all 3 of them, I think, but I might be at one and maybe watch the others.
I'm going to be at least 2 of them. How about that?
Yeah, sounds good. I think I might just be in one place that weekend. So
right.
Yeah, so fun stuff there. All right. Enjoy the ARCA East race this weekend at Southern
Got me.
National. We won't be back next week because we're off. Enjoy your week off, Charlie. It's going to be
I
after
don't
that
get a
week
week
off.
off, Casey. I get a week off of talking to you, but I don't get a week off.
Oh, okay. But and then it's it for the ARC for the main ARC and then it's full on until the end of the season for
One more weekend off in August, and then other than that, it's like 26 races in 27 weeks.
You got it. It's going to be fun.
Good
All
times,
right.
man.
All right.
Thanks for
Always
having
good
me
talk.
on, Casey.
Yep, no problem.